Welcome everyone to UFC Vancouver going down this Saturday. Welcome to Worth the Wait MMA podcast. I am your host Aries and the man behind the camera. What is up, my guy? Back for another breakdown for a fight night, and it's going to become a regular thing, man.
What's up in the world, man? I'm back here for back-to-back
We
weeks
love
on
it. We
Fight
love
Night
it, man. We
cards,
love
man. It's crazy too. This is UFC Fight Night 262.
That's crazy.
262 Fight Night cards, man.
That is crazy.
Like, and they need more because all these damn look, we'll get into it in this card, but there's a lot of mediocrity on this card, it seems like. As far like they're really we'll get into it. But
The talent pool up north is
when you have to cater to the locals, throw a bunch of Canadians on the card, it can get thin pretty quick,
it's
man.
getting rough. But welcome everyone. Before we get into UFC Vancouver and breaking down this card, I do want to go back to UFC Rio because your boy had a legendary night. All right, man. And this is why it's important for you guys to watch the Friday episodes that I drop, final picks and bets, because I went 5 for 5 for my confident picks. I went 2 for 2 for my two favorite underdogs for UFC Rio. And then I went 5 for 7 for my favorite picks or my favorite bets of the night as well. And I'm just going to read you guys off these ones I got right, man. So for the top 5 confident picks, I had Luan Lacerda, I had Julia Pilastri, I have Victor Petrino, I had Michael Aswell, and had Joel Alvarez all come through for me. My two favorite underdogs for the card, I had Jafel Filho at plus 100, and then I have Davison Figgy coming through for me in the co-main plus 260. And then my favorite bets for the card, Rocha versus Nickel under 2.5 rounds. I missed that one, but we bounced back with Victor Petrino, win by TKO, KO, plus 125. And then we bounced back big, and this is where it got a crazy night for me. Jafel Filho, win by submission, plus 400. And then Filho versus Carpenter, the same fight, under 2.5 rounds, plus 135. And then we bounced back with Mario Pinto, win by TKO KO, plus 300. I couldn't believe that line was plus 300. And then we moneylined Davison Figueiredo. And then we missed out on Charles Oliveira to win by KO TKO. That was plus 350. But I felt like we were just right there. But this man went for a sub. I can't hate, but went 5 for 7 on some great value, and we look to bounce back here with UFC Vancouver, man. I think there's some favorable lines here for this card again, and that's why you guys have to tune in for Fridays when I drop my final bets, and my final picks for UFC Vancouver this Friday. So just had to remind them, man.
You're giving out free money, man. I say it every week, dog.
We're not playing around here, guys. But let's just recap UFC Rio, what happened. We won't go too deep into the card, but there are some great things that happened. Do Bronx finishes Mateus Gamrot in the second round, reared by submission. That's the first time Gamrot has ever been finished in the UFC. But Oliveira, what are we thinking, man?
I thought it was, it was crazy. I thought it was crazy that after the fight, like, he came out and was like, hey, man, like, I don't understand why everybody wants me to, like, retire. And I immediately felt personally attacked.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, damn. All right. He's like, I got a lot of fight left. Like, I ain't going nowhere. So, for me, because I'm going to be honest, I didn't have I didn't have doubt that Charles was going to win this fight. He's class, man. Like, he is top notch. He is a top notch, every tool in the toolbox fighter, aside from like wrestling, if you really want to get down to it. But the jiu-jitsu and all that neutralizes the wrestling, and he can escape. So he's a top notch fighter. To hear him say that, though, and then to have for Max to be like live streaming and kind of hear the call out and respond to it and be like, well, we got history, so like, oh, run that one back. Like, that's cool. Because, cool. I mean, Max had it's Max and either Patty or Charles. Because Patty's got nothing now that Armin is fighting Hooker.
Yeah.
So, and allegedly Gaethje's got the title shot at 55.
I don't know.
There's been kind of conflicting reports about that, but now it's like, okay.
I really like the setup for Max and Oliveira, the BMF title. I think it just sets itself up perfully.
Not a lot of pressure. If you it's like the Poirier fight. Like there's really there's no loser for real.
But it's a W for us as fans because these two are about to just go in there and just fight for us and give us entertainment. So, I once I saw Charles Oliveira kind of be the pressure fighter in this fight. That's why I was like, oh shit, like I think he's here. Like he's not afraid of anything. I think he's really here. I think a lot of people kind of overthought of the retirement stuff, and I was like, oh, he was in Gamrot's face, being a pressure fighter, bringing the fight to him, trading with Gamrot, got hit a little bit, but shook it off. Yeah, Oliveira was a beast, man. But just to have his moment too, kind of like how we're just talking with Aldo having his moment when he won in Rio many years ago and running in the crowd after he won his fight. I just really loved how everything kind of set up for Oliveira to have his moment in Rio, just have that moment with the crowd in Rio, went into his family, and I'm glad the security wasn't too
too crazy.
Yeah, bring him back. They kind of let him do his thing. But yeah, man, I thought it was a great finish. I thought it was a big finish for him in his career. I think Gamrot is a G for even taking that final short notice.
What an incredible bounce back too, by the way. Yeah. First time getting finished in your career, knocked, that was a scary knockout too that Ilya put on him. And he bounced right back, took a fighter on somewhat shorter notice, considering, and went out there and did his thing. And then got on the mic and said, I'm not done, y'all. That's, yeah. And then got to, like you said, celebrate with the family, have his moment, and then take the bonus money and throw a party in the hometown village. So yeah, it was absolutely it was textbook. That's exactly what you wanted if you're Oliveira and his team.
Yeah, Max versus Oliveira is, I think, the fight to make, obviously.
Yeah.
Just early thoughts on that fight for you. Because for me, I low-key worry about Charles in that fight.
I could see Max just piecing him up.
Because the boxing that I saw, versus Dustin Poirier,
I could see Max really piecing him up.
Holloway just had a little bit more vicious rips. It just his boxing just like, oh my gosh, bro.
To take strikes from Gamrot and to get into kind of a little bit of a firefight with Gamrot, that's a totally different story than getting into a firefight with Holloway, man. We all know. We've seen the Gaethje fight. We've seen the Vittoris, the Allens, the screaming at the commentators, I'm the best boxer in the UFC. He's a different beast. And at 55 too. And he's getting more comfortable at 55. Would it be crazy to think of a late career Max run at 55?
Not at all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I early on initial thoughts. Yeah, Max to just box him and jab him and just piece him up, and maybe a finish or something. But yeah, I lean Max early on.
I would like to see a 155er test Max in the wrestling and the grappling, just to see how it looks, because looks like no one doesn't really want to go that route with him. So maybe Charles is the one to do that. But yeah, I kind of ready for Charles in that fight. In the co-main, we have Figueiredo winning split decision. I had a 29-28 Figgy. I wasn't going to be mad, but Montel Jackson, his stock goes down. It doesn't look like he really wanted to go out there and take that win from the person from Brazil and Rio. You got to go and get your respect, man, especially in enemy territory. And you let these moments kind of pass you. Looks like you're loading up, waiting for that big counter shot. But the stock really goes down for Montel Jackson. But Figgy's still out here doing it, man. He's still ranked high in the bantamweight division.
That was a big win too, because I mean, coming off the losses against the top tiers that he did, I mean, it's not like he's but to stay now, he's staying in contention.
Number 6 in the division.
Yeah.
So
in a division where everyone is just, it's a win away from another title shot.
It's getting clogged up there, man.
It really is.
I mean, now Merab is facing Peter Yan again.
Love that announcement too.
Me too.
Love that fight.
4 fights this year for Merab.
Crazy
Absolutely
work.
insane, man.
Crazy work, man.
Vicente Luque losing to Joel Alvarez.
30-26 across the board.
Vicente. Oh, man. But that's kind of all I have for this fight, man, or for this fight card. Shout out Bia Mesquita for getting her submission win. I think it was a big UFC debut for her. Looks strong, man. She looks really strong at that weight class, man. Women's bantamweight. So,
talk to me on the heavyweights real quick. Did anybody make a big flat? We had 2 knockouts at heavyweight. Pinto with Jonata Denise. And that's another. He stays that pushes him to 11-0? 11-0 now.
I think both fighters who won from the heavyweight division that night kind of made their case to it should probably be ranked in the heavyweight division, I think.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's not much up there.
That's what I mean. Like it's time. It's time, boys.
But the big thing with Mario Pinto is that he showed off his grappling and he got the ground and pounding. He controlled Denise on the ground, which is not. I mean, it's not hard to do, but still to see the other side of Mario Pinto's game. So I think Mario Pinto is someone to look out for in this heavyweight division. But this man, Victor Petrino, like he's filling out pretty well for a heavyweight, but the cardio's still kind of scary. I think anyone who's going to fight him needs to wrestle him to get on that cardio, but that power, I think he's settling into that new weight class nicely. So it's a big one for him too. But yeah, man. You got anything else on this card?
No, man. I'm actually looking right now. I'm looking at 323.
Oh boy. We had some big announcements yesterday. Dana got on Instagram, and how do you feel about him getting on live and like announcing these? Are you kind of like do it another way, or are you whatever about it? I was like, this is a big ass company for you to just like get on Instagram live and announce these fights. Is like,
I like the little production things behind when he like. I don't even know where he's at. Like if he's at the Apex or just the office or whatever, and he shoots the little video and he's like, "Hey, we got big fight news announcement coming. All right, this is a banger at heavyweight." No. Like I like when he does that little thing, the live thing. I'm all right on that, man. I was a little like I get mine anyways through socials.
Yeah, same here.
So I follow a bunch of different MMA sites and writers and reporters and such, and I wasn't plugged in as much yesterday, so I saw it, and that was I hit you and was like, oh my gosh, like just on the one fight, let alone the other ones, like. But I just it's one of those moments that just kind of gives that old feel when you hear fight announcements and they're bangers, and you're just like. Oh yeah, we got us a couple here, and I think we got us a couple here.
We are very spoiled as UFC fans to end off this year, man.
Look, he's trying to get them last pay-per-view buys, man.
Just absolutely.
He's like, this is the last I could charge y'all for it all the time. Let's go. So he done good on this one. So and this just to start. Like we're still gonna fill out the card.
UFC
323. Yeah, we got Merab and Yan 2.
Love the fight. I actually like it. I think people are expecting Merab to run through Yan again, but me as a Peter Yan stan, I'm gonna be like I'm gonna believe my guy to kind of get work on his wrestling a little bit, takedown defense. So I have a little bit more hope this time in Merab to kind of put up a better fight than the first time.
We also have this. So this title fight kind of intrigues me after the year that the challengers had, and considering he's fighting other than Marab, or maybe even with Marab, like the best and most dominant champion in the division. It's just that nobody knows it except for us, because we be on here every time he fights, every time the conversation comes up, just talking about how great this man is. We got Pantoja and Joshua Vanden
fight, man.
Worked his way to that title shot, man. The youngster.
I'm not gonna lie, like I'm on the fence right now about this fight, just thinking about it. I know Pantoja is a fucking killer.
Word?
And he might just backpack this man and get on his back and submit this guy.
That's what I'm saying. But Van also, he's had a kind of magical year, man.
It's the boxing from Van that just worries me. And like I think his takedown defense is getting better with each fight that he's had. So I'm a little bit worried because Pantoja is known to get hit a lot. So
yeah.
So I'm worried. But I love the fight though.
Great fight. We have, I'll jump to this one. We had a former lightweight heavyweight champion, Jan Blachowicz against Bogdan Guskov.
This is a big.
That was an interesting. That's a jump.
I did not see Guskov getting this big of a push. But I'm not mad at it. But again, that weight class is very murky right now. I mean, you're really trying to find anyone. So to pull out the OG Jan to fight an up and comer. I think this is a tricky fight for Bogdan Guskov, man. He still has power. I think Jan has some good defense to kind of not get hit by those big shots. But I don't know, man. I might lean Jan Blachowicz to win by a split decision here. I don't know, man. It might get tricky.
Seeing this, so it's funny you say that, right? And that you preview the fight that way, and in the way of like the story behind it, right? Because for me, it sounds exactly like the next fight. This is one that I texted you about. Goofy ass podcaster Triple C, Henry Cejudo.
Oh, he's back.
He's back because he's a hater, and he's jealous, and he's envious, and he just can't stand other people having a spotlight. Much like his co-host too. By the way, the Nigerian numbskull, Kamaru Usman, but he's taking on my boy, man, Peyton Talbot. And I got to tell you, we didn't get too much into it, but look, man, I don't think Peyton liked losing. I don't think he liked getting embarrassed like that.
Brother, the guy that we saw against Lima.
Dude, I think it made him really be like, you know what? If I'm going to do this, I need to do this. I need to lock the fuck in. I can kick it with Frank after the fights, bro, after camp is over. But during, I need to be that guy. And I could see, to what you said, to your point, they're absolutely going to have a game plan. I absolutely think all he's working on is his takedown defense, his sprawling,
full camp of wrestling.
But not only that, when I hope that he's working on just off the back. I hope he's working on his getting up. I hope he's working on his butterfly, whatever he needs to work on to get back, because it's almost inevitable, right? That you're going to get taken down. So it's a matter of, well, what do you do after that? What do you do after the engagement happens on the takedown or the takedown attempt? I know they're working on it. I hope he's taking it serious. I don't want to see any goofy ass pictures or videos coming out from his camp or anything like that. Lock in, crush this dude, get him the hell out of our lives for good, send him into podcasting for good. And again, like you said, the parallel to the Blachowicz fight for me is you've got another division that's hoping. It's just like, please, someone make this shit interesting at least. Like, come on, please. So I think it's a monster step up. But I love it.
I love it too.
I love it.
I'm gonna call right now. I have it 29-28. Talbot getting the hand raise.
Okay.
I think Cejudo is not the fighter who he once was, and obviously the age is getting older. But for a man to be a podcasting, doing media, and to jump in fighting whenever he feels like it, you're not there, bro. You're not fully there. You're not fully invested in this, even though you're helping training people. It's so different from getting to fight camp and fighting a monster who was on the rise. I just don't know. You really can't put faith in Cejudo. Now, I know he has a great background in wrestling. That could just be the downfall of Talbot. But again, what just Drew said, like a full camp of sprawling and wrestling, getting up, working off your back, I think it's going to do great for him. I think he learned a lot from his loss. Talbot did. And it's really just big moments. I think he has the perfect volume and output to kind of win these rounds and etch out these rounds where I think where it's going to matter, where it's Cejudo holding Talbot down and not really scoring. And Talbot being the bigger fighter here, I think it's going to be tough in that round 3 of Cejudo getting, controlling him even more. So I got Talbot 29-28, man.
And also we have another banger at 25. Brandon Moreno.
I love this fight, bro.
Brandon Moreno and Tatsu Taira.
This is a big step up for Taira. I love it, though. I love it. Again, this is gonna be tricky, man, because Taira just showed, even though that fight was on short notice with Park, but him finishing Park, his hands look better, his striking looks better. Doesn't look so foreign. But he looks like his striking is coming along very, very well. And to put it up against probably one of the more technical boxers in the division, and someone who's so grit and tough like Moreno, it's going to be a very interesting fight, man. Now the grappling, where Taira can get this fight done. So it might be it's very exciting, like the name value, but this may be like a very grappling heavy fight. And that's what I'm expecting. For people who like to stand and bang, you may not like this fight, but people who really love this shit, I think they're going to love this fight. I see a lot of grappling exchanges in this fight.
Dude, Moreno, man. He's coming off great wins back to back, man. Taking out Urseg and sorry, it's slipping me right now. Right before he fought Urseg, Amir Albazi. Moreno's a tough one to figure out for me, man, because it felt like he peaked through, like he got there really quick, and then just classic fights. Dropped the belt to Pantoja and has been his division since, and
it's crazy because he's never been able to get back to that point.
That's what I mean. Like, so he hasn't.
It's almost like he put all of his career eggs into that one basket of defeating Figgy,
like
four times.
Yeah, the Figgy rivalry was like
took a lot out of him, man. Like, I don't know, but they just haven't been able to get back to that form. And
he's like still only 32.
That's crazy.
With a bunch of miles on him. This is gonna be his 34th fight. But also, like, are we going to be surprised at all if this is a win for him and the perfect card and opportunity to state your case for, hey, let me get at that belt again, let me get my get back, or calling out one of the dudes that's fighting, the week after with the Roy Val and Cop. Get your get back with Roy Val.
Yeah. Now Moreno's coming back for a third and fourth time against people who are coming off wins, and the champion Pantoja. Like, I do not want to see this. So Taira's our only hope of getting Moreno kind of out of here, bro. Because these four fights at this flyweight division is killing me.
I mean, yeah, man. That's another. Yeah, like you said, that it's another division where it's just like, man, this is just
yeesh.
Up at the top. Yeah, he is already. He's in. I think Pantoja is in reruns, bro. Yes. He's in. Go across seas, get their best fighters, bring them over here. I'm a dog walk them and send them back home. Like what? Like yeah.
So it's not. I don't think it's crazy if Pantoja wins his next defense. Like I could if he doesn't want to like do these reruns and these refights again, like maybe he retires. I don't know. Or maybe he thinks about actually moving up finally and, you know, getting into his bantamweight body and waiting for Merab to get free. I don't know.
I mean,
but it's just like
either option, if we're being honest, because he's going to be 36 next year. There is legit nothing left to prove. You're stamped. Yeah. You got it, bro. You are the GOAT of 25. There's no close second. Like, you're that dude. So, I mean, yeah, if there's a lack of challengers, or if, I mean, I'm sure Merab would welcome that fight. He don't want to move up, but he'll take someone moving up. Maybe do that. Go get, y'all both win. After your fight, you say, hey, Merab, you win. I'm coming up for that belt. And at least you fight that fight and you get it yourself the biggest check you can get. The biggest possible check you can get at 36. And then it's all just kind of house money from there, win, lose, or draw.
I think there's going to be a clip of Merab and Pantoja talking in the back after everything's done. after the pay-per-view, they're, you know, doing the media after. I think there's going to be a clip of a video of them talking, and it's going to be like, are you ready to move up? Like, yeah. And I think it happens next year, man. If both of them win.
But yeah, nah, man. We gotta, and that's just, I mean, that's main card. That's what's officially listed on UFC's website.
I want to talk to you about this one fight that was added to MSG. Sean Brady versus Michael Morales was added to MSG card.
When did that happen?
Yesterday too. So yeah, man, Sean Brady actually has a fight now.
Sean Brady is wow
versus Morales. I love that fight a lot. It was added to the pay-per-view next month. I actually love that fight, especially for that division. The two people that are fighting that no one wants to fight really, or just doesn't really get lucky with getting fights booked, are actually fighting. And I don't know, man. Michael Morales has got a tough one on his hands, man. I love Michael Morales, but Sean Brady ain't no joke, bro.
I mean, yeah, man. Sean Brady,
like monster.
And the fact that like he's out here talking his shit and calling people out and talking about how people don't want to fight him and stuff. Like he's yeah, man.
If he can make this look easy or put up a 30-27 against Brady, oh boy. We got another killer in the welterweight division.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
Sean, yeah.
Yeah, 320. Wow.
Okay. MSG is stacked. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's you know what? Just respect to Brady.
Yeah. For real. Yeah.
For taking it, because like that dude. That's a dangerous fight, man. There's nothing. Morales has nothing to lose.
Absolutely.
To me, like you lose and because you're in your 20s and it's your first career loss against a dude that no one in the division wants any part of on what, a month, almost exactly to the day, a month's notice. Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
That's gonna be all right. That one, and if we being honest, like that really pumps up,
bro,
that card, because
absolutely,
I like no disrespect. I'm gonna love it when my future ex-wife Mackenzie Dern finally gets that strap. You feel me? And Umar and Batista is a potentially very intriguing fight, and a fight that has a lot of stakes for both parties, honestly. Maybe more for Batista, because, brother, I know that it's thin at 35, but you lose this, man, and
you're going down.
Forget about it. And, like, there's no shame in it, because they were saying Umar could have got the next shot instead of Jan, but, like, and then, like, yeah, I'm sorry, but, like, we know what Volkov is, man. We know what he is. Against Almeida, it's a nice fight in the numbers on paper and the rankings. Rakic, Again, this is a fight that I would much rather see him against any of the guys from the past couple weekends on cards.
Yeah, I feel like Rakic has just kind of dropped that ball. I mean, I know he was injured and came back, and I think he lost that fight, but he's kind of lost that I hate saying aura around his ranking and around his name. And it's a tough fight he's got on his hands at next month or this later this month. So,
but yeah, that fight getting thrown on there. I mean, and then you got to figure what it bumps. It's gonna bump Rakic to the main event of the prelims. So that just makes the prelim stronger. It makes it overall just a much stronger and more attractive card because now you have, again, no offense to my future ex-wife, but I'm not looking too crazy forward to that fight. And I'm looking at a main card now where I have two fights that I'm really, really, really intrigued in the Morales fight and then the main event, obviously, with what Aspinall is going to do to Gon. But
that's two different cards.
Oh, is it?
Morales is on next month. Sean Brady and Morales is on
2022.
322.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
which they needed that card needed even
I think
more.
It just needed that one little bump and just one grid fight to kind of round out that card. But yeah, even later this month, 321 it's very top heavy, I think. So
man. That fight definitely needed that card.
Yeah, because we had Bo Nickel, I think, in another pay-per-view, open up the pay-per-view again, which we're done. We're done with that.
You're done with him.
God damn it.
RDR ended him, bro.
Stop this.
RDR ended him.
And I hate to sound like that guy, but like I got another quick turnaround for Bo Nickel, which I think he's trying to stay relevant. I get it, but you need to work on your skill, brother. Like,
brother, he needs. First of all, you need to shut the fuck up, and you need to just strike. You need to get beat up. He needs to get his ass kicked more. Like it seems like he needs to get beat up, man.
And if you think grappling with Rodolfo Ferreira is going to be any good, like you might get strangled too, bro. So I don't know. It's gonna be a tough night for you if you just I don't know. Longer camps maybe. Anyways, are we ready for UFC Vancouver?
Yeah, let's get into this.
Let's get into it, man.
So we'll get us going. It's gonna be again these Saturday cards that are non pay-per-view for the rest of the year. You're gonna be locked in. Finish up that ESPN Plus subscription strong,
brother. I cannot wait. They just freaking raised the price to $30 for.
Of course they did.
All access, ESPN Plus for all access and stuff.
That's because they got that WWE stuff now,
Fuckers. Man. I'm tired of you guys, man. What's wrong with you guys?
All right, so ESPN Plus for the prelims and the main card. Kicking off the prelims, we have the promotional debut, 6-2, Melissa Scare Croden, the -118 favorite against 7-3, the Thai Panther Tainara Lisboa, -101.
Yeah, Melissa Croden's really good in the clinch. She's really nasty in the clinch. She looks really big for this bantamweight class, like really muscular. And I'm gonna take the Canadian here. I'm just gonna straight to the point. Like I'm gonna take the Canadian and Melissa Croden, and she is looking like a slight underdog, which I love even more. Now with Lisboa, I think she was dealing with injury, which I don't like, and she's coming into this fight again. I know she's kind of been out for a little bit. Okay, she fought earlier this year, but I thought she had a bigger layoff. But like Lisboa is fine, and I think she can do good on the she's in the top guard. But I want to see what these two look like during face-offs and how they weigh in, because I think Melissa Croden is going to be a lot bigger, or a little bit bigger in size compared to Lisboa. So I think just Croden can have her way in these clinch exchanges and pinning Lisboa against the cage. Yeah, I'm going to take the Canadian here with slight underdog. The volume, the striking, the nasty clinch work, I think she just has a little bit of a go get it KO finishing ability in this fight as well. I'm gonna go with Melissa Cronin to get a TKO win here.
5'10", 135 is crazy for that division. Like 5'10" for that division.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, bro.
That's crazy.
It's like she fills out and it's like she's muscular and big. Like, yeah. So yeah, Lisboa might be in trouble.
Right.
I do see on here ESPN app the under 2.5 rounds is plus 155, which that could be a nice look as well. But yeah, it's just the upside of finishability from Cronin that I see that I really like. So,
right up next, we'll go to the middleweight division. 20-3, we have the Kingpin Azamat Bakoyev, the minus 305 favorite, against the babyface assassin Yalzri Balgori, the plus 245 dog. I was actually watching Balgori's highlights, some of his highlights before I came over here. I was watching some of his kickboxing highlights.
Bro, how are you a babyface assassin? You grown ass man,
dude.
You do not have a baby face.
That was another thing I noticed about this card. There are some goofy nicknames on this card, man. We'll get there, but this is one of them.
I went and watched back his Dana White Contender Series fight. Usuri,
yeah, Balgari.
And like he looked okay. Like the kickboxing is okay, but he's very technical with it. Very
he fought Izzy. He fought the fraud back in the day in kickboxing.
And I think he trains with Pereira, Alex Pereira as well, or he helped him or whatever. But he doesn't have that nastiness, you know what I'm saying? The big power. Like he's a very technical, kind of fights at a low pace. Doesn't have dangerous like KO power, which
you would expect from a kickboxer,
especially at 6'5", you know, and have the amazing reach advantage here. I think Azamat Bakoyev is a very dangerous underdog here, or not underdog, but a dark horse in this middleweight division. I think Azamat Bakoyev could use his wrestling and kind of just smother that distance disadvantage that he has here. I think he's just gonna kind of just make Usuri kind of wear his body weight and kind of make it a grappling fight. I do think Azamat either finishes ground and pound TKO or it gets a submission, but I'm really liking what I see from Bakoyev in this fight. So,
Balgari has a kickboxing victory over Alex Pereira.
Oh, that's what it is, probably.
Has a kickboxing victory. He has a kickboxing loss as well. He got knocked out by Alex Pereira, but twice. But he has a win over him. 2 losses to Izzy as well in kickboxing. So
it can get interesting if Bakoyev can't get takedowns or just can't find the sweep to get this fight to the ground. It could get very interesting, really, really, really quick. So that could be interesting if you guys want to bet the other side on this.
You know what's funny? When I was watching some of his highlights, you nailed it. I didn't see a killer. I didn't see someone who was like actively looking for finishes and who had that killer instinct, that go finish him, go jump on it. Like I didn't see it in him at all. So that I think you nailed that, and that's this even in kickboxing.
Yeah, even in your own sport,
killer instinct in your own discipline, like that was So I'm with you. I'm not. Let's get him up out of here.
Give me Bakoyev, man. I think this is going to be a finish as well.
Right. Moving back to the ladies, we have a strawweight fight between 6-2-1 Stephanie Rondinha Luciano, the minus 305 favorite. She's going to be taking on 7-2-1 Ravina Oliveira, the plus 245 dog.
Oliveira's coming off a loss 2 years ago to Lisboa. And she looked good for the first couple minutes in that fight, and then it kind of just fell off, and she got out grappled. She was too small for that weight class, but she is moving down in weight for this fight, so she's been off for 2 years, hasn't been active, and she's going down in weight. So I'm interested to see how she looks on the scales here. But with Stephanie Luciano, she had a draw in her Dana White Contender Series to Alan Carr. And it was a draw because Alan Carr basically shot like 30 something takedowns and got like 7 of them. And Luciano won the 3rd round, but I guess the judges were looking for those takedowns and someone who was shooting for those takedowns and trying to attempt those. But they rematched again in Alan Carr's or Luciano's UFC debut. They rematched and Luciano looked a lot better in that fight. Kind of won that fight cleanly. Defended the takedowns and kind of just had her striking fight kind of just on display there. So I'm seeing the growth, and I'm seeing a young fighter who kind of learns from her mistakes, and I think it's something good to see, especially from a 25-year-old. She lost to Sam Hughes in a split decision, which I think Sam Hughes is Sam Hughes is kind of a dog, guys. So I'm not holding that too much against the 25-year-old, but I'm really high on just seeing her growing from the draw and then going to her UFC debut and seeing the growth and the maturity a little bit to win that fight. So I'm gonna go with Stephanie Luciano here. I think it's gonna be a clean decision. I just like her striking a little bit more than Oliveira, and someone who's been kind of inactive for 2 years. I can't get behind that. So just give me the striking of Luciano to win a decision here.
Right. We head to the lightweight division. Again, the mediocrity, folks. 18-9. Kill shot Kyle Prepolek plus 390. He's the dog against 27-15. Has he ever been a minus 520 favorite in his life? Drew Dober. And why isn't Drew Dober's nickname like the Pincher or Doberman or something like that, man?
So this fight is very kind of interesting. I know the lines don't say it is, but when you look into it, Drew Dober, his chin and his durability might be taking a huge downfall here. He's been getting knocked out. He's been getting pieced up. And I know his opponents and who's doing the damage to him is, a lot better than Prepolek here, but Prepolek hasn't been knocked out, and he has a durable chin. What it seems like so far, and I think it shows that BSD decided to grapple this man and submit him and not stand with him. I'm not saying that Prepolek is like a kickboxing phenom or whatever, but there's durability on the side of Prepolek that could be I don't know, kind of interesting if you're looking for a Drew Dober side here, but I'm going to side with Drew. I just think he has more ways to win this fight that I can count on. Drew Dober doesn't use his wrestling as much, but when he does, I think it's effective. We saw it against Money Moicano. He used his wrestling a little bit more. And I think that might be the way he goes, but I'm going to say Drew Dober wins, but I'm not comfortable with it just because of the durability of his chin. I feel like Drew Dober has really counted on his durability to kind of keep him in these fights. And with him being knocked out and pieced up in the last few performances of his, I don't know, man.
I was watching Prepolek's fights back when he went, after he got cut, and then he went on the regional scene, and I was watching some of his regional highlights, and like he appears to be the opposite of what we were just talking about, because every highlight I saw of him was him chasing a finish, was him chasing somebody to like on some killer instinct. So yeah, man, Drew Dober, man, he's been through it, man.
And Prepolek fought BSD and went to 2 rounds on short notice against BSD, which I know it doesn't. It says somewhat to me, like
good fighter, man. He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter.
So I may be influenced here by some sharp minds around this game who break down fights like I do, if they have any good thing to say about Prepolek. But
Canadian home cooking, baby.
This may just be something I come back to on Friday and I have a different pick for you. But as of right now, I'm gonna go with Drew Dober.
All right. Next fight up, we're gonna move up to middleweight, 9-1, left hand to God. Danny Barlow, the minus 310 favorite, against 10-2 Jordan Shakur Santos, the +250 underdog.
Danny Barlow might be a fraud. I don't know, guys. That left-handed God stuff is I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really seen that. I mean, like he has a finish against Quinlan, which is impressive, but I took the Sam Patterson win, and Sam Patterson was the underdog when he fought Danny Barlow. I think people were expecting Danny Barlow to kind of just again land his left hand and put him away, but Barlow just hasn't really lived up to that hype yet, man. Like I'm just not really strong on Danny Barlow's ability. Like I hope him moving up in weight does something for him. He looks rejuvenated at middleweight. So yeah, he is moving up a weight class for this fight. But on the other hand, like Santos isn't much to like rave about either. I mean, his fight is just like, ugh. I didn't see like you listen to Ozzy Diaz, which I'm sorry, Ozzy, but oh man, like I didn't like what I saw from Santos in that Ozzy Diaz fight. So I'm gonna go with someone who I think has a little bit more, and who I've seen a little bit more from is Danny Barlow. But man, I do not like this pick. Not at all. What a nasty fight for anyone to pick.
Oh man. Up next, we're gonna go down to the flyweight division. Number 14th ranked flyweight, 14-7-2. The Bulldog Bruno Silva is a +210 dog against 10-1 Peace of Mind Hyung Sung Park, the -258 favorite.
I absolutely love this fight. I think Park coming off his loss against Tyra on short notice. I think he can be a very exciting prospect in this flyweight division. He could be a dark horse that could be ranked soon, and be fighting these bigger names in the flyweight division soon. But man, I think he has a tough fight on his hands with Bruno Silva. Now I know people are like Bruno Silva's washed and this and that, but he's coming off losses to Manel Kopp and I believe it's Joshua Van, maybe. Yeah, Van.
Yeah.
Van and
Kopp and
Kopp.
Van back to back.
And yeah, he got finishing those, but against high tier fighters in this division. Park, I haven't seen him do that to high level competition yet. So it's almost like I have to see it to believe it first with Park. He does have the skill set to the grappling, the striking. It's all there for Park. But I don't know, man. Something about Bruno Silva, he's nasty as well. And he could be some problems for Young Sung Park here. So I'm gonna go with Park, but again, this could be a different pick on Friday.
That's you hear that? It's called a tease, man. Tune back in on Friday. Get that free money. The main events of the prelims. We have my least favorite damn nickname in MMA. 16-8-1. The Canadian Charles Air Jordan, the -170 favorite. He's going to be taking on Dangerous Davy Grant, the +142 dog.
When I was looking at this card, I looked at Davy Grant and I saw the underdog plus by his name, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm taking Davy Grant." But I had to settle back down and be like, Charles Jourdain at 135. The new weight class that he's in. He moved down from featherweight. He's looking pretty good at 135. Now it's only been one fight, but he looked good in that one fight.
You got a bonus, man.
I think Jourdain has many ways to finish Davy Grant here. I know Davy Grant is a very savvy veteran. He's known for being counted out for his age, but he still kind of makes these fights kind of a dog fight and has edged out some of these fights and where he's a big underdog in. But Jourdain at 135 is looking like a bigger fighter at this division against his opponents. He has the striking, the grappling, and I think he gets the win here. I think he looks good at 135, and it's in Toronto. He may show out a little bit here, so I'm gonna take Jourdain. I think Jourdain may struggle with someone who kind of like we saw with like how Gene Silva fights, just a forward pressure striker, someone who can out dog him. Because I think Jourdain's a dog too if he wants to go that route. I just think it might be too much for Davy Grant if Jourdain shows up focused and ready to fight. Give me Charles Jourdain. I think there's a finish here as well.
All right. It's going to bring us to the main card and opening up the main card on ESPN Plus. We're going to start off at lightweight, where we have 16-6-1 Kyle the Monster Nelson minus 102 against 11-5-1 the Steamroller Matt Frivola minus 118.
I absolutely hate this fight. It's like just thinking about this fight and like me trying to find a winner for this fight is absolutely just man. So Kyle Nelson, this is Kyle Nelson's second fight at lightweight, and his first fight lightweight, he got knocked out by Steve Garcia, which I'm not holding anything against you. Steve Garcia is an absolute beast. But Kyle Nelson just sometimes just doesn't do enough. And like you're fighting someone who just pressures forward and kind of just throws shit at the wall. And hopefully it sticks with Matt Frivola. Now,
that's a crazy way to describe someone's fighting style.
Like, if I was Ray Longo coaching Matt Frivola, I would be so freaking stressed out every single time this guy fights because he strikes and doesn't believe in his wrestling, and he doesn't wrestle barely. So if Matt Frivola really wants to wrestle and just be smart and be, you know, his IQ be high this fight, but I can't trust that, man. And like I feel like the way Frivola fights, which is so aggressive and coming forward and throwing bombs and hopefully something lands, it's kind of working against him in his fights as of late. Now I know it's against some better strikers than Kyle Nelson here, but I don't know, man. And maybe the durability kind of worries me for Frivola's chin as well. So I'm gonna go with Kyle Nelson here. I hate it. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this pick at all.
Hey, look, bookended it right there, y'all. He started off by saying, "I hate this fight," and he just said, "I don't like this fight."
But like I picked Kyle Nelson against Bill Algeo, which kind of makes me feel better a little bit because Kyle Nelson was kind of underrated in that fight as well. I'm just going with Kyle Nelson just to kind of put things together, just put things together a little bit more, being smarter fighter, not gassing himself out, and just kind of being a counter striker to Matt Frivola. Now it's going to be a very, very scary first round if you're betting on Kyle Nelson because you never know what Frivola might land that strike. But give me the Canadian, man.
Keep it going with the Canadians, man. Up next at bantamweight, 22-11, Cody the Renegade Gibson, the minus 166 favorite, versus 25-12, the Mongolian murderer, Orichi Long, plus 140.
Yeah, I haven't been too impressed with Richie Lang. Like, I just a very up and down career in the UFC. Performances have just been like meh, kind of forgettable, like, but I feel like when he wants to put things together, like he really excels and like looks good, but just very inconsistent. Now, I could say the same thing for Cody Gibson, but I feel like I have a bit more of a dog in Cody Gibson too. He's going to be there for 15 minutes and fight for your money. Has a dog in him, has the wrestling, and I think he has very underrated striking as well. I was surprised at the lining for this fight. I think it should be a little bit wider just because I'm more heavy on the Cody Gibson's fighting style than I am on Richie Lang. So I'm going to go with Cody Gibson here to get a 30-27 decision win here.
All right. Now we start to pick up here.
Woo! I love this fight so much.
Top 5 flyweight matchup between the recent title contender, the number 2 ranked flyweight in the world, 12-2, the beast, Manon Fiorot, the minus 225 favorite, against the number 5 ranked flyweight, 14-3, Yasmin Yasudavicius, plus 185 dog. Top 5 matchup, man.
I love this fight. Jasmine's finally getting a big name in this division for her to kind of a win here could really catapult her into title fight contention and stuff like that. Manon's coming off a loss to the champ and Valentina, which is a very underwhelming fight.
That was rough.
Eesh.
That one was really rough, man.
But So how I see this is for Valentina to kind of have success against you, which I'm not calling like Valentina's skill set like trash or whatever, but this version of Valentina is wrestling, which I just think it's like meh. Like she's getting older, slowing down. She's not as strong as she once was, but for her to still kind of find these takedowns and get to the back of, did she get to the back? I feel like she did, but to either still grapple with Mana Farad and Farad still trying to deal with the champ, her grappling. I think Jasmine can do a lot better. Now, there's not a lot of people in this weight class that can match the height and the reach and the size of Mana Farad, but Jazz the Vicious can. And Jazz is a dog, bro.
Facts.
Her wrestling is just vicious as hell. I think she's growing as a striker, practicing her striking. Now, I know Mannon's a good kickboxer, very clean kickboxer, but she has no threat in the power of her hands. So I think Jasmine can just really eat those and walk through those shots. And I think Jasmine can lock up some body locks here and get these takedowns. She may have to work for them in the first round, but once Jasmine can like catch those side kicks that Mana Farad likes to throw, I think she's going to be catching kicks all day and, wrestling against the cage and, trying to get the body locks. And I think she gets strips. And I think Jasmine gets these takedowns on Saturday. And I think she out wrestles and out grapples Mana Farad. And I think Jasmine just out dogs her, man. I'm going the big dog here. Stay vicious, baby.
I like that. Up next, we go to the bantamweight division. We've got a top 10 matchup here. We have the number 7 ranked bantamweight, 23-10-1 former title contender Marlon Chito Vera, another podcaster. He's the plus 110 dog against number 9, 13-2. I only fight in Canada head ass. Amin Zahabi, the minus 130 favorite, coming off of that Aldo fight was that Aldo fight. I don't he was in Montreal. Okay, I'm just gonna
should piss me off.
Hey, look. we all know. Okay, we all know.
Listen, guys. I'm done with Marlon Vera.
Thank you.
I'm just done trying to. I'm done trying to convince myself that this man's going to change. I'm done trying to convince myself that this man's going to come out aggressive. He's never going to change unless he changes this camp.
And my man barely threw a punch again. Oh my gosh!
This man loves Jason Perillo, which I get. He's going to work on your cardio. He's going to get you in shape, but it's not aggressive enough. And 3-round fights for Marlon Vera just works against him. So I'm going Zahabi, and Zahabi has his brother who's a great mind in the fight game. Probably starts a great camp. Zahabi's 37 years old. I get it, guys, but Marlon Vera might be worn down just physically, body wise, getting beat up, getting pieced up actually, in some of these later performances in his career. So, yeah, I think the 15 minutes, the 3-round fights kind of work against Marlon Vera's style. So I'm taking Amin Zahabi to kind of just do more. Basically, that's what we're doing here. Like,
and yeah, I mean, and that's the thing with Chito. That's not really hard.
No,
that's not a high bar to get over with fighting him. Is outworking him.
This man may throw 5 strikes in 5 minutes. That's it.
It's so frustrating.
This man's going to lose the first round no matter what, because so you have 5 minutes in the second round or third round to kind of win this fight. Which come on, man, nah.
Another thing was Zahabi too. That was like you said that people are kind of get on it on the age, but they brought it up a lot after the Aldo fight too. Like not a lot of miles on that age. Not a lot of wear and tear on that age. A lot of 10 months to over a year between fights along his career. So, and like you said, also absolutely just brilliant.
The game plan, game plans,
and his brother, and that's. I mean, I know the youngsters don't know, but like TriStar, that's the home of some people consider the GOAT. Like, The Matt Serra killer.
And Zahabi's brother, I mean, he's kind of turned around Rob Font's career. Like Rob Font, I mean, Calvin Kattar hasn't really worked out there, but Rob Font has been at TriStar for a few years now, which kind of rejuvenated his career
and had him on the
the
verge of starting to talk that shit.
So yeah, guys, like 2025 Marlon Vera, I just cannot do it, man.
Just go be a podcaster, bro. Go talk shit. Go
that's the thing. Like he's
got so much stuff going on outside.
He talks spicy and like talks like I'm gonna rip your head off, but like, bro, okay, with your 5 significant strikes head ass, like
action, like doesn't keep any of the same energy once the fight starts.
I don't know, man. I can't do it.
Got his whole skull rearranged by O'Malley. Like it's just we're good on him. I think that's what it is with him too.
He's made me look.
It's the mouth. He talks so much, bro, and it's like,
and I
don't do shit.
And my dumbasses believed that talk and was like, "Oh yeah, I think he's gonna win it." I thought he was gonna beat O'Malley.
I remember, bro.
Look like a fucking clown. Bro, get out of here, bro.
If it makes you feel any better, I was on wax like 2 cards later talking about how I think O'Malley's like an all-time superstar. And so hey,
we have
you feel me? Look, at least we put our shit on wax. All right, we're accountable. We ain't scared to throw our shit out there.
We can't delete our tweets like on here.
Straight up, it's written in ink. Okay.
Give me Zahabi by decision.
I'm with you. Up next,
oh boy,
we have another, in my opinion, just mediocre fighter.
Oh boy,
but to his credit, he's appearing like he's taking shit more seriously now. Instead of just showing up. Now that he's moved back down to. Also, the fact that he's focusing on one damn weight class finally instead of jumping around all over the place. And despite his loss in his last fight, which, by the way, on wax, your boy low-key called. Okay, I didn't call it officially, but I said I could easily see it happening.
I thought Drew was crazy. I was like, bro, what are you talking? Like Kevin Holland's gonna take care of this man.
Look,
gosh, bro, we both overlooked him. Me, Kevin Holland both overlooked Rodriguez.
So we got, but yet and still, he's the number 15 ranked welterweight. 28-14, the Trailblazer, Kevin Holland. He's coming in at -102, taking on the guy who hates my bank account. 12-2-1. Proper dickhead, Mike Malott at -118. This feels, maybe it's just the name or the number next to it, but this feels like a bit of a jump from Malott, and maybe a little bit of a push, or like a, hey, let's see where you're at. We'll give you a pass on the Neil Magny.
This is to get into the rankings, huh?
It has to be, right? Yeah. Like, absolutely has to be.
Okay. Mike Malott is coming off a knockout over Charles Radtke, which I was talking that shit again with Charles Radtke. I was like, yeah, this man's about to knock out Mike Malott, this and that. Mike Malott looked really impressive in that performance, and I think he's showing the improvement that he's making in his game. Mm-hmm. This man's improving every fight, which we love to see. Because I thought he was about to become a fraud after he lost to Neil Magny. I was like, nah, this dude don't got it, bro. I know Neil Magny had just got done doing that again, but we're seeing a good bounce back, and we're seeing Mike Malott grow. Now with Kevin Holland, I mean, we talked about this too many times on this damn podcast.
Every time he fights, we talk about this.
Where are you at, bro?
It's the like same conversation
mindset
every time around him.
Just
And this fool made me believe for a hot second that he was like going to take it seriously. He beat 2 trash cans at 70.
He beat Luque and kind of got on the mic, was like, I'm gonna take it serious, and he lost to Daniel Rodriguez. So
just a goofy ass.
So yeah, I mean, it just comes down to what version of Kevin Holland do we get on Saturday, and you can watch the media day, you can watch all that, and you still don't know.
He's gonna charm it. The guy can talk, man.
Absolutely,
he can make you believe.
Absolutely,
and he can look in great shape, and then you can watch back his tape, and you can see the stuff. You can say, man, he even in some of the losses where he gets caught in a sub, so you can look and say, well, you know, if he just would have done one little slip up, he'd have been, he was done. He can make you a believer, man. He really can.
So I'm gonna go with Mike Malott here, man. I'm gonna go with Canada. You just can't put your faith in someone who is so inconsistent with themselves. So
look,
you just don't know, man. So
I thought I was gonna sound crazy again because I'm with you. I think Mike Malott, he's also Mr. in Canada. Mr. Never wants to cross down the border again. This is 5th straight fight up in Canada.
These Canadians love to just stay over there, man.
And to their credit, a lot of them, they show their ass in front of that home crowd, man.
They do.
But I'm with you, man. I think this is a step up, but only in the numbers and only on paper. I think this is another example of Kevin Holland. Just, I can turn around and get another fight and get another check, buy another horse or whatever the hell I'm going to do with it, and just keep it pushing. And we'll see Kevin Holland. If it's a loss, it's going to be a decision or something. It's not going to be a lot of damage, and he's going to be right back. I don't know, in February, on the Super Bowl card or something, fighting again, and it's just going to be, it's clockwork with this guy, man.
Yeah, I'm like looking forward to his apologies that he puts out. And like,
what's the excuse?
Sorry, guys, and I know just didn't really.
I had trouble at the border, you know, and it was a whole no, bro. Like it's always something from him.
I can't. So
now I'm gonna go back up to middleweight. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You know, like it's always something from him, and yeah, don't do it, guys. Don't believe the hype from him this week. It's all talk, man. It's all talk.
And if you're like fiending for some action on this fight, I would just go with the under. I think there's some good finish value here. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Or just stay away. Just stay away.
Like I'm gonna be real happy when we hop on Worth the Wait one night and we get to talk about the retirement of Kevin Holland. We get to be like, yeah, he's finally out of our lives, y'all. He's finally out of our lives. We don't have to worry about what Kevin Holland's going to show up.
Depending on what the fighters are getting paid at the White House card, Dana White might just put Kevin Holland on the White House card.
You know he's going to be on the White House card.
Just
again, this is clockwork. Lose to Malott, lose on the Super Bowl card,
go back to middleweight,
or you know what? No, lose to Malott, win on the Super Bowl card.
Get our hopes back
real quick, too. Real quick, like a first round submission or something.
Against a can.
Turns around, fights in March, and then still gets on the White House card in June. He 1,000% is on that White House card. He is one of, I'm not even going to say it because I don't want us with our 20K to lose anybody, but Kevin Holland is built for that White House card. If you know what I mean,
him
with his cowboy hat on,
him and Derek Lewis,
with his stroking Trump and all that stuff and kissing his head, like he absolutely, America is on that White House card, and he's a name still.
Expect him and Derek Lewis to be on that fight card.
Oh my gosh, expect me to pick against both of them. Let's get to this main event.
Yes.
This is one of my newer favorite fighters. If you don't believe me, go back and listen. I've been on him for a while now because let me tell you, I love my jiu-jitsu fighters. This man has taken 85 by storm in a way that I was thinking earlier. It's going to sound crazy because it's not the same, but like as far as just dropping into a division and creating chaos and taking it over. I mean, this is like Pereira type levels potentially if he finishes the job, because he's just dropped in out of nowhere and he was this guy from a different division or a different promotion, not well known, and he's just taken on everyone and smoked them, and now no one wants to fight him. It is the number 4 ranked middleweight in the world, 21-2. Renier de Ritter. He's the -198 favorite against number 9 25-7. All in Brendan Allen, the plus 164 dog, who is stepping in on short-ish notice for this main event fight.
RDR, man.
Man.
This is going to be his fourth fight this year in 2025. And his last performance against Robert Whittaker, absolutely amazing. Now, I know he got rocked, but to see the heart that this man has, and that was a good version of Robert Whittaker, guys. Whittaker was on point. And RDR is still finding a way, even though he's rocked, still finding a way to grapple and take the back and scramble and stuff like that. This man cannot be broken, man. And I think this is the champ's worst nightmare, this guy right here.
Ooh.
This man's work on the ground, the grappling, the awkwardness of his body, like he's just so fucking big for this weight class. The way he puts things together, doesn't look right, but man, he makes it work for himself. I just think this is a bad matchup. This is an easier matchup for him, I think, fighting Brendan Allen. This was supposed to be Fluffy Hernandez here instead of Brendan Allen, which I love that fight for Fluffy, but RDR's on a different time right now, man. And like Brendan Allen, I saw Brendan Allen get out grappled by Marvin Vittori. By the dirty
everyone's
Italian.
Favorite place, everyone's favorite racist.
Now, what do you think RDR is going to do in those situations?
Oh my gosh,
absolutely ruin your fucking life with some ground and pound and strangle your damn neck.
Good night.
RDR is going to finish this man and give him his damn title fight.
So again, that for me, that's your story of the fight. Assuming RDR does win, then it's like, okay, now the discussion starts of who gets the next title shot. Who gets the first shot at the big monster boogeyman of 85 now that DDP has lost the belt?
Injuries happen, but that is not his fault, RDR's fault. Like, do not like push him back just because he didn't fight a Fluffy Hernandez or someone who's ranked higher than Allen.
And he's fought, again, fourth fight this year. What do you want?
Exactly.
Like, what else do you want?
I don't know how UFC's not pushing this man even more. I know they're pushing him into good spots and higher cards, which I can't.
That's got to be the style, right?
Maybe
air quotes the style,
but
because he's getting more comfortable on the mic. He's getting more comfortable talking, and this is he got a chance that he's got a name under his belt. He crushed the prospect. He ruined Bo Nickal's career potentially.
And that's probably one of his most sneakier strikes is that knee right up the middle. He was throwing that again.
Saw it all the whole fight. You saw it.
Like he was doing that to Rob. Like
man. Then he takes out. That's the thing. So he takes out the up and cut, and then he takes out the old champ and the dog and the guy who's supposed to get him out of here and stop the hype train.
That's a good version of Whittaker, guys. Like we can't underrate that. Whittaker was like. Yeah, that was a good version of him.
Now he gets the main event. Was supposed to be an eliminator. I guess in a way it kind of has turned into one with the Hernandez injury. Like you said, you can't fault him. That's not his fault.
No.
He's still fighting. He's not backing out or anything. He said, all right, next man up. Let's go. Still getting a top 10 opponent in the division. Still a name enough, honestly, maybe a little step back from his last fight with Whittaker, but again, can't help that. And then it just turns into, okay, so is it going to be Imavov or is it going to be RDR? Who's going to get the first one? And then does the other one? So I have a feeling that if RDR wins and he gets overlooked and they give Imavov the title shot, I have a feeling they'll either do the Hernandez like they were going to do, or I feel like RDR is so G that he'll be like, yeah, I'll fight DDP or something then. Let's go. I don't care. What's up?
I really do think the odd man out of Imavov or DeRitter to fight the champ next fights Duplessis next.
See, you think so?
Yeah.
Because I worry that the way that he lost the belt, DDP, I worry that they're just going to bump him so far back, it's going to be crazy.
Mm.
Like that, like, you know, like that for some reason they're going to punish him for that. Or they're going to be like, well, because let's be honest too, DDP, he finishes that off and beats Chimaev. It's like, oh man, this guy, despite all the list of challengers, like he's making stamps at 85, man. But I worry that, yeah, that just I guess the way that the optics of it, and then for the casuals who didn't watch the fight and just see the scorecards and latch on to what the talking heads say, and it's the most dominant victory. Guys, it really wasn't that dominant. It was good. It was a great fight, and it was an incredible game plan, and DDP had zero answers for him until the like 5th round. But like, and let's be real, could have won that fight. Really could have stole that fight. But like, it wasn't dominant. Like he laid and just little.
He won every round.
He won every round, and
50-45.
That's it. I mean, that doesn't mean it's dominant, guys. It just means that he won every round. Okay, that doesn't equate to dominance in the fight game. It's not like football or basketball. It can be different. It can be like how we like battle. It can be a gentleman's 30.
A deceiving scoreboard.
1,000%. So that's what I worry about. I worry about that all of that is going to get stacked up against the former champ, and he's going to be like the odd man left out in these conversations, and that they'll find a way to kind of jumble around some of these names at 85 to keep DDP like, he might be more like 2 or 3 fights away, despite being on the verge of being one of our all-time 85 champions. But I mean, there's 85 still names, still a lot of them. Still a lot of names. And now you got, after a couple weeks ago, watched our man Joe Pyfer come out. Like you got a little of everything. You got some vets, you got some young guys, you got bangers, you got jiu-jitsu guy, there's a lot of interest at 85. And then again, you got that big monster sitting at the top of the division.
RDR is the one, guys.
Look, man, it's gonna take one. I think one of those 3 between Imavov, RDR, and Fluffy. One of them got to get him out of here.
It's just the big body, the big frame, and he has the grappling. I think RDR and Fluffy Hernandez have the grappling and the jiu-jitsu to kind of deal with Chimaev on top and be a threat off their back. But I think Imavov is going to get fucking wrestled to hell. It's going to be the same shit, bro. And I hate it.
It's
going to be a main event, and it's going to be fucking so boring.
It's like it's the people who, the casuals or the people on the periphery of the sport who see that main event and watch that fight, and they're like, yeah, he's just humping him for 5 rounds. It's boring. He's laying. I was like, you're right. You're right. I don't know what to tell you. And that guy's like, yeah, he's the champ, and he's gonna be the champ because he's good at just laying on you, and he's so strong down there, and yeah, like I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
it's boring. It's terrible for the sport.
I feel bad for the casual fans or people who are just tuning into the sport, but like they see the promos of Chimaev.
He looks like this.
I'm gonna rip his head out, like shouting shit. Dog, that guy passed, bro.
Oh my god,
that's the guy who fought GM3 and knocked him out in 13 seconds.
And of course he did.
That guy
GM3.
That guy does not exist anymore. He's fighting high level talent grapplers, wrestlers now, and that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah, no, man.
Kill everybody. Yeah. I'm ripping that. Like, nah, bro. He doesn't exist anymore, guys.
All right. So here, I know it's a little bit off, but follow me here. It might sound crazy. Is the scuffle that happened the week of the Diaz fight that led everything to get changed around, could that have potentially like saved his career? 'Cause, like, I don't know what to tell you. And that guy's like, yeah, he's just humping him for 5 rounds. It's boring. He's laying. I was like, you're right. Like, could Diaz have gone out there and exposed him and subbed his ass and got him up out of here?
If anyone were to do it, it'd be
bro. That's what I'm like.
It'd be a Diaz brother, bro.
Come on, man. And then it's all gone. The aura's gone, the mystique, the boogeyman of it. It's all gone because a Diaz brother subbed you out and threw his middle fingers up.
And then this is what I always thought was interesting with that fight. If it was booked, it's the cardio. Like
back then, especially,
can Diaz just survive for a first round for 5 minutes and just kind of walk him down for the next however long the fight lasts? Because
that was his thing back then. He didn't have
especially at that weight class.
Exactly.
So,
I mean, that, like if that week goes different and we get that fight instead of him just bulldozing Kevin Holland, maybe it's all different now. I don't know, but RDR's got to be our guy, man.
Please, RDR.
He's got to get us out of this hell that we're about to face of the reign of Chimaev at 85. RDR, you are. I mean, look, his nickname, the Dutch Knight. You got to be our knight in shining armor, bro.
Is that his nickname?
The Dutch Knight, baby. We gotta get. We gotta get this damn monster dragon. We gotta get him. Call the Dutch Knight,
bro.
There's the man for the job.
There's so many nicknames, and like when a nickname just like fits the fighter, there's like hell yeah, like that shit right? Fits the fighter, bro.
Like you can see him on Game of Thrones just pulling up with all the armor on, just like I'm the Dutch Knight.
Oh,
Renier de Ridder from the House of RDR.
That's fantastic. But yeah, man, I got RDR with the finish over Brendan Allen.
I'm with you, and honestly, you swayed me too. That like, I don't even think it's gonna be that. I don't think it's gonna be that long of a fight, man. I think he's gonna pack him up and just get him out of here.
I think the only time I fear Brendan Allen is if he's fighting in Louisiana. That's the only time. Because that man was on something. Even though he got out grappled a little bit by Vettori, Brendan Allen was on some shit that night.
Oh man,
in his hometown.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Give me RDR, man. Give me RDR on the main event, man.
All right, guys. So with these episodes, I like to give my top 5 favorite picks and favorite underdogs for the card. So for my top 5 favorite picks for this card, I have Azamat Bakoyev. I have Charles Jourdain. I hate to say this. I have Danny Barlow.
Left hand to God.
I have Ayman Zahabi. And then in the main event, I got RDR as my to round off my top 5 favorite picks for UFC Vancouver. My favorite underdogs. It's crazy that these 2 underdogs are females. I'm going with Croden to open up the card.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have Stay Vicious, baby. Jasmine, like Jazz Do the Vicious.
Yeah.
Those are my 2 favorite underdogs for the card. All
right. But hey,
Friday.
Y'all got to check back in Friday for the free game, the free money.
So usually I get home around 3 or 4, and then I'll just start recording final picks, final bets, and top 5 confident picks and favorite underdogs for UFC Vancouver. It's going to be like a 15-20 minute video. Pretty cool just to check it out. And before you guys leave, in 2025 so far, I have 238 right, 165 wrong, 1 draw, and 2 no contest fights for the year. That's what the stats are looking like, guys. So I'll see you guys on Friday. Drew, do you have anything to say before we end on?
Enjoy the fight card. And we're gonna be back next week on them.
Yeah,
right. Because we got a heavyweight title fight next week, man. The Dutch Knight, man.
The Dutch Knight,
and shouts out Mike Malott, man. I'm gonna give you another chance to get my bank account right. You feel me? Let's go.
I am uploading a little bit more content on my TikTok and my Instagram. Those are going to be in the description below. If you guys want to follow those accounts, always put my final picks on my social medias. So you guys want to follow that, the Twitter, the Instagram, stuff like that.
Hey, the TikTok, man, it's gonna start making him pissed off because he's posting the videos, y'all.
Yeah,
letting y'all know that there was free money to be made. And some of y'all didn't get it, and it's gonna start pissing y'all off. So make sure you follow and pay attention.
I actually had someone comment me on the video pic that I made, and they're actually willing to pay me for my picks.
That's what I'm talking about.
Which is crazy. I was like, right now I like not now, bro.
Hey man, look,
but it's crazy. Someone wants to pay me for my picks.
Hey,
but
free money, bro.
That's crazy. But
come on,
maybe later down the road. But
y'all go get it. Y'all go get it. Hey, y'all could be on the front line getting it while it's free still. You know, people already willing to pay. People are willing to pay already. That price don't go up.
People are being greedy out here, putting their picks on like Discord and making you pay, but
it's all behind paywalls and stuff. Yeah, man.
It's all free, guys.
It's free game, right?
We all want to get money together, so
soak it up.
But yes, if you're on the YouTube, hit the subscribe button, like the video, let me know your comments, or comment down your picks and stuff like that. If you're watching this on Spotify, hit the follow button on the Spotify podcast and like the video as well. That will get a lot more attention on the podcast, and we would definitely appreciate that. And we will see you guys. I will see you guys on Friday, and then you will hear from both of us next week for a big pay-per-view breakdown. See you guys on the next one.